So this is Shant'e Ragin, uncensored and uncut, because I got to deliver this message. I can't, my carnal self wants to talk about my hair and the fact that I ain't dressed up and all this type of stuff. I've been on my grind all day long. But I got manna message. How do you know that you are in the middle of a breakthrough? You know that I'm actually preaching, mister, so you might have to drive. I'm in the middle of a preaching session. Unless you want to sit here, we can sit here for a minute and wait.
We gotta go do that.
Okay. So I'm trading seats.
The garage is open. If you still here when I get back.
All right.
All right. All right.
So this is Shant'e Ragin talking about how do you know that you are in the middle of a breakthrough. You have heard me talk about before glass shattering and the sharp pieces hitting the ground. And that in order to break through something, there has to be some friction. There has to be some friction. So today is one of those days where I'm completely realizing why it is that people don't get their breakthroughs, because a breakthrough actually feels like everything is falling apart, because it is. Everything has to fall apart in a breakthrough. It can't stay together. Broke. Just think about it. So how do you know you're in the middle of a breakthrough? It's when everything is falling a fucking apart in your life and you're just trying to put it together because you got a vision and you're headed in a particular direction and you're going step by step by step by step. And you understand why it is you're going through it, but you're tempted to go back. During the breakthrough period of time, you really start second guessing your decisions at that point, because you're thinking to yourself, I thought about this, I weighed all the options, I decided to go this way, or we decided to go this way, and now everything is falling apart. Did we make the right decision? You made the right decision, because in order for you to break through, everything has to fall apart. So what you have to do is stay focused while everything is falling apart, and this is the time when you start to manifest. You have heard me talk about Mother God, Father God, the angels, the Holy Spirit, ascended masters, and you've heard me talk about the ancestors. Watch the other videos if you don't know what I'm talking about, but I call them the Most High, because I feel like it's a team of individuals, entities that work on our behalf. You don't have to have, I can go without this light, I think. Just so oh, it is dark.
No.
Maybe we need to pull over so you have to ride with the light on.
No, I'm talking about what you doing with that camera.
That can go off.
Yeah, how you turn it off?
I'm just gonna unplug it. So this is a time when you conspire with the team, with the Most High, to make the next steps, because prayer is not about the things that you can do by yourself. It's about the things that you're going to need the Most High to assist. Favor, wisdom, miracles. Yep. But if you want, we can pull over.
Miss Reagan, you're good. I just was saying if that.
So when everything is falling apart, don't panic. I know that's easier said than done, because I've panicked, and we like to panic, but I also understand that panicking breaks your focus. It breaks your focus down, and then what happens is you got to figure out a way to refocus at this point. And if you panic too much and you miss the point of why you're going through this to the next step, the reason why you made the decision to make the changes in your life, panicking is going to make you forget that your why you made any particular decision to do any particular thing, and now everything is falling apart, and then you're second guessing yourself. So I'm telling you, don't second guess yourself. You made the right decision. You already weighed it out. Everything is falling apart because you're in the middle of a breakthrough. Stay focused. The Most High got you. Now's the time for you to start praying and talking to the Most High and saying, okay, give me wisdom, give me insight. Let me see doors that I have not seen. Give me favor where I never had favor, and more favor where I got it. Give me grace, give me mercy. Give me finances so that I can have the finances to do what needs to be done, to focus on the things of God. Because you can't be worried about yourself when you're, and completely focus on the things of God. So now, in the middle of a breakthrough, what you want to do is you want to tell the Most High, you want to talk to the Most High and say, listen, my whole purpose ain't about me. This is when you gotta look at your intentions for what you're doing. And if your intentions is about you, we need to be on a whole nother case, a whole nother session. If you're like me and you want to teach these lessons that you learn, I guess that's why the hell I gotta keep learning all these lessons, or you wanna teach lessons and things like that, you don't need to be worrying about your finances. So if finances is on the table, then I pray breakthrough on all our finances right now. I pray any blocks that will be preventing us from leading a peaceful life because we're financially stable and secure be moved. And that all roads to abundance that are peaceful and that keep us on the road to our purpose be open. And that we not be concerned about our finances. And that we have more than enough and we can see that. So how do you know that you're in the middle of a breakthrough? It's because everything is falling apart and it feels like hell. It's like cut. It's like glass shattering. Think we're going to be okay with this light, right?
Yeah, that's working. You're
like
good.
Glass shattering, cutting you. You look rough. Now's the time to manifest. Now's the time to pray. Now's the time to write the vision. Now's the time to stand together. See, most people, when things are falling apart, then they break up too. And then the whole vision just get broke. Ain't that right, Mr. Reagan? When things are falling apart, it's easy to break up with your partners. Whether it's a marriage or a business or whatever, it's real easy to just say, you know what, everything is falling apart and now let's break this apart, and then division never does come to life. Because it's just so hard. It's just so hard. And nobody's exempt. So let me just say that. I know sometimes, you see people, they always looking good and things like that, and some people, they're able to, to keep up that facade, or some people, they understand. They've gone through the breakthrough and come out on the other end of it. But nobody's exempt from the trials of life. They come in stages and phases, and it's not anything that you've done wrong. It's not a misjudgment decision, and you're not being punished for anything that you've done. We all have things that we've done. I mean, that includes your pastor and your first lady and your mentors and everybody else. Because if a man ain't had no wrong in his life that he was able to correct with the help of the Most High, then he ain't qualified to teach me. So that's just how I feel about it. You're gonna talk to me, I need qualifications. I need to know that you understand what's going on. So no, God is not punishing you. You're not exempt. You're a good person, and you're not exempt. Nobody's exempt from the trials of life. they come in stages and phases and cycles. Some people's challenges is completely different from another person's challenge. But you're in the middle of a breakthrough. If everything is falling apart in your life right now is the time for you to, number one, stay together. If you're married, this ain't the time to leave your spouse. This ain't the time for your family to be divided. This is a time for you to keep peace in all areas, no matter what. You can do everything you can. It's a time for you to call your family meetings and say, hey, we're in the middle of a breakthrough. So everybody needs to be thinking positive and thinking about what the next step is and asking the Most High for wisdom and assistance to get there. Favor and covering. This is Shant'e Ragin and Kevin Ragin. He's nodding and that. Not really talking on camera today on how you know that you're in the middle of a breakthrough.